Hello everyone, in this particular video we will be learning how to find prime numbers. What is a prime number? Prime number is a data set or a number where the number is only divisible either by 1 or by itself. It is not divisible by any of the numbers in between. So we will be learning this in C programming. A prime number is a number that is greater than 1 and exactly has two factors, either 1 or itself. 1 is not a prime number, 2 is the only even prime number. Now, how to solve this particular question, what we will be doing is we will be trying to loop over the numbers from 2 till n minus 1 if I have to prove whether n is a prime number or not. Looping from 2 to n minus 1 will tell me whether n is prime number or not. How? If n divides by any of the number between 2 to n minus 1, from number 2 to number n minus 1, let's say n is 18. If I have to prove whether 18 is a prime number or not, I have to check whether it gets divided by any of the numbers between 2 to 17. If it gets divided, then it is not a prime number. So how we will do that? We will check the loop. We will check the loop that, let's say I want to print all the prime numbers. Let's say I want to print all the prime numbers from 1 to n. So this is prime name method. This particular method is a Boolean function which checks whether a particular number is prime or not. If n is less than equal to 1, it returns false. Otherwise, it checks from 2 till n minus 1 because the loop is I less than n. That means it goes up to less than equal to n minus 1. If any of the number divides it, so let's say n is for example 18, and 18 modulus 2 divides it. 18 modulus 3 also divides it because the remainder is 0. Modulus is used to check the remainder. So I will be 2, then I will be 3, then I will be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and so on. The very first moment it is divided, so it will be divided directly by 2 itself. So 18 mod 2 will be 0 because 18 is equal to 9 into 2. So the moment we check 18 modulus 2, where n is 18, it will return me false. That means the particular number is not a prime number. Do we need to check till 18? Until 17? Can I optimize it? Think it a bit better. I can say that a number is a prime when it is divisible between either by 1 or by 18, nothing in between 2 to 17. Do I need to check till 17? Because 9 into 2 is 18. That means 2 is the smallest multiple of 9. Like 2 when multiplied with 9 is the smallest number which is multiplied by 9 when we get 18. Because 2 times 9s are 18. Can we say like it doesn't divide any number between 10 to 18? So do I need to check for 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 and 17? I don't think so. So I can say that I can only check up to n by 2. I don't need to go until n minus 1. Why? Because when you see that 9 into 2 is 18, after that, any number you divide it, 18 into 1 is 18. Okay. And 2 into 9 is 18. So if I write it like this, that 18 into 1 is 18. And 18, 9 into 2 will be 18. Another thing will be 9 into 2 will be 18. So if you see, like after 1, 2 is the second natural number. You will check with the natural numbers. Natural numbers are those numbers from 1 to n. So 2 is the smallest number, and then the factors decrease to 9 because 2 times 9 are 18. Did you see anything like 17, 16, 15 which is getting as a part of a multiple? No. So we don't need to check from 10 to 17. Can I optimize it further? Of course. How will you optimize it further? Let's see that. If you observe carefully, then let's take example of 36 because 36 is a good example to explain. 36 is basically 1 into 36. So I optimize the code from n minus 1 to n by 2. I can further optimize it. 1 into 36, 2 into 18, 3 into 12, 4 into 9, 6 into 6, 9 into 4, and 12 into 3, 18 into 2, 36 into 1. Did you see that the factors start repeating after 6? So I need to only check up to 6. I don't even need to check further. So I can make a condition that I cross I will be less than equal to n, because that is the last part I have to check. Because if I check with 4, then it is divisible by 9. If I checked with 9, then it is divisible by 4. So when I checked it with 4, why do I need to check it again with 9? Can I say both are checked? So these two are repeating. I don't need to check again. So I only need to check up until here, because after that, whatever factor comes up, they are repetitive factors. I don't need to recheck again. 4 into 9 and 9 into 4 are communicatively together, because A into B is equal to B into A. Communicative property. I don't need to check it again. So this is one optimization I can think of. We can further optimize it. We can also further optimize it. So we reduce the comparisons from 2 to n minus 1, from to 2 to n by 2, and then to square root of n. So the time complexity is also decreased from order of n, then n by 2 also order of n, because in 1 by 2 we do like ignore the constant. Why? What is the time complexity of the first code? Time complexity of the first code, time taken in one iteration into total iteration. Correct. So time taken in one iteration is how much? Constant k into total iterations are n minus 1. So k into n minus 1 will be kn minus k. K into n minus 1, if I put that in a bracket, then this will be kn minus k order of, because I am doing asymptotic time complexity, which is rate of change of time with respect to size. I can ignore this case order of kn. I can ignore the multiplied constant as well. So order of n is the time complexity here. If I do it for n by 2, then k into n by 2 it will be. So order of kn by 2. So I can say k by 2 into n. K by 2 is a constant. I can ignore that because it is in multiplication. So order of n is again the time complexity. Now if we are going I into I is less than equal to n, then I can say I is less than equal to square root of n. So constant into square root of n. So constant can be ignored. So I can say square root of n is the time complexity of the third example. This is the code. I'm running the loop until here. I can further optimize it. Now here comes the further optimization. The further optimization is this. So here what we can do is, let's say I have to check until 18. So 0, I can create an array. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So this is filled with false, index 0. Index 1 is also filled with false because they are not prime numbers. And index 2 is filled with true. Since index 2 is filled with true, I can say that index 2 is a prime number. Now what I'm going to do here is I will cut every single multiple of 2. I'm going to cut every single multiple of 2 in order to so if I write indexes here, then if I write indexes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. I think I created an extra. Okay. So after checking that, we can really deduce the fact that since the multiple of 2 is, I mark 2 as true, I'm going to cut every single multiple as false. So multiple of 2 is 4, I mark it false. I mark it 6 false. 6 plus 2, 8, I mark false. 8 plus 2, 10, I mark false.